the least common denominator. Firstly, what is a denominator? The denominator is the bottom number in a fraction. It shows how many equal parts the item is divided into. Fractions with different denominators. You can't add fractions with different denominators. 1/3 plus 1/6 equals what? So, how can they be added? You need to make the denominators the same. But what should the new denominator be? One simple answer is to multiply the current denominators together. 3 times 6 equals 18. So instead of having 3 or 6 slices, we'll make both of them have 18 slices. The pizzas now look like this. 6/18 plus 3/18 equals 9/18. That's all fine, but 18 is a lot of slices. Can you do it with fewer slices? Here's how to find out. For 1/3, we'll list the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and so on. For 1/6, list the multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, and 24. Then find the smallest number that's the same. The answer is 6, and that is the least common denominator. So let's try using it. We want both to have 6 slices. When we multiply top and bottom of 1/3 by 2, we get 2/6. 1/6 already has a denominator of 6. And our question now looks like 2/6 plus 1/6 equals 3/6. One last step is to simplify the fraction, if possible. In this case, 3/6 is simpler as 1/2. And that is what the least common denominator is all about.
To simplify a fraction, find a factor they both have in common, in this case it's 3, and divide the numerator and the denominator by that common factor. That's how you will simplify your fraction.
What did we do? The trick was to list the multiples of each denominator, then find the least common multiple. In the previous example, the least common multiple of 3 and 6 was 6. In other words, the least common denominator of 1/3 and 1/6 is 6. Here are the steps to follow. Find the least common multiple of the denominators, which is called the least common denominator. Change each fraction using the equivalent fractions to make their denominators the same as the least common denominator. Then add or subtract the fractions as you wish. Here's an example. What is 1/6 plus 7/15? The denominators are 6 and 15. Multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Multiples of 15 are 15, 30, 45, and 60. So the least common multiple of 6 and 15 is 30. Now let's try to make the denominators the same. Note, what you do to the bottom of the fraction, you must also do to the top. When you multiply 6 by 5, you get 30. And when you multiply 15 by 2, you also get 30. 1/6 becomes 5/30. And 7/15 becomes 14/30. Now we can do the addition by adding the top numbers. 5/30 plus 14/30 equals 19/30. The fraction's already as simple as it can be. The answer is 19/30.
We know that 19 and 30 do not have any factors in common. That's how we know 19/30 is in simplest form.
What is 3/8 plus 5/12? List the multiples of 8 and 12. The multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, and 48. The least common multiple is 24. Let's try to make the denominators the same. When you multiply 8 by 3, you get 24. And when you multiply 12 by 2, you also get 24. So let's use that. 3/8 becomes 9/24, and 5/12 becomes 10/24. Now we can do the addition. 9/24 plus 10/24 equals 19/24. The fraction's already as simple as it can be. The answer is 19/24.